Hey guys, what's up? It's thatguywithjuice here, and today I have another video. This one's not of me though; it's actually a Z-dueling. So yeah, you get to see somebody else's playstyle. But pretty much, this is Z's Dragon Rampage, and he gets to rampage everything with his dragon type monsters. So right here, it looks pretty bad for him, right? Because he's gonna lose, but who knows? He might. So he does Dark Flare, and then gets rid of that Red Eyes, which could have been a problem, but no, it's not. So right here, he goes for Red Eyes, and he actually means to go for Light Pulsar. But I think he was actually trying to do that just to see if he can get away with it. He does that sometimes, I think. But unfortunately, he didn't. So right here, he goes for Red Eyes by banishing Thingy, and then Red Eyes effect is gonna bring back Light Pulse. No, it's not. He's just gonna wait to do that, I guess. But BLS gets negated, unfortunately, which oh well. And he doesn't use Red Eyes effect. Oh yeah, he does. He actually clicked in face up. So right here, the other player still looks like he has quite the advantage, just because he has the Zen mains and you know Light Pulsar and that stuff. And in phase destroy BLS, which was actually a really good play. And right here he gets a tour guide, and I was like, "You're gonna go for Zen mains?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm just gonna go for game," which I didn't really see at the time, but apparently he could go for game, which I thought was funny. And he only even used one red as effect, which I think he only could have actually. So yeah, whatever. Right here, he could have detached. He could have not saved Zenmain's and then possibly waited an extra turn, but he decided to, I guess, use Zenmain's effect. Uh, but yeah, whatever. So this game is hilarious. He told me to took it out, but I didn't because I thought it'd be funny. Because if you see his hand, look at it. Oh wait, it passed by in a second, but you can pause it and see it. Yeah, he had a Gores, and then he gets the freaking Royal Tribute, which I thought was hilarious. He just quit right away. He's like, "Fuck this game." And then right here, let's see what this game is. I don't remember these games. They were like recorded like 10 hours ago. Uh, Tour Guide. Tour Guide goes into Sangan most likely, and then he does 2000 direct. And then I believe nope, this isn't the Dark World player. This is the Medolce. Everybody played Medolce today. And I do not like putting Sesame Dolce. I believe it's like an awful card to put in there. But he's gonna get Sangan effect. Did I say Medolce? I meant pudding Cess. I don't like pudding Cess in Medolces. It really limits what the deck can do. Uh, right there, he hit a Manners, which okay, whatever. And he uses Birdman and uh, you know pudding Cess, which I don't think makes sense to me. So yeah, this time, well, he forgot about putting Cess's ability to gain 800 attack, and right here he activates T break to the effective card trooper, just thinking hey he could activate and destroy a card, which he didn't respond to a spell trap card, so it didn't work. And it's really funny how he responds to this because eventually he's like I'm gonna let you activate just so you lose, and then he activates Dark Hole Heavy Storm. Right here, he DD Crows, and then the player's like, hey, I'm not going to remove it because you can't, even though you can, because the Dark Hole would resolve, and then the effects in the graveyard would mandatory activate. So yeah, and then right here, he just goes for game, and then Ninja Gray quits because he, like, I don't know, was doing bad things. Right here, Mills 3, he gets the Dark and the Light, so that means he wins. That's just how they work. And right here, I was like, Injectors! But I don't think it ends up being Inzektor's. I forgot what it was, but I know it wasn't Inzektor's. So right here, he's probably going to do the overlay play. Nope, he's not. He's going to remove from play. Probably should summon that sorcerer in defense. I mean, Mirror Force isn't like played as much, but it's still playable. And this guy just freaking quits. Like, what the hell? He didn't even try. I mean, you had 4 cards in hand and 2 face downs. Like, no matter how Chaos Dragony it got, I mean, you still could have, at least tried. I mean, if you lose that hard. Oh, he showed him his hand. Wow, I didn't even notice that. He just quit. I didn't even see that. I wasn't even there that game. This Exodia game is stupid. This Exodia player didn't even know that hand destruction didn't even send to the graveyard, so yeah, it was hilarious. I don't know what. I mean, I know some of you might play Exodia, and I may have been insulting you for this, but you do realize to win with Exodia, you need 5 cards in hand at least. And if you're using stuff like Magical Stone Excavation, you're losing 2 cards in hand, and possibly the third one if you just activate another card that's going to give you -1. Because at the very least, you need at least 5 Exodia pieces. And if you have 3 and then a bunch of cards that don't make you draw extra cards, like when you activate a trade-in, you're only drawing 2 cards. So you have to activate a card like what was it? Super Rejuvenation, which draws 5, like that. It's right here. And then right here Z wins. Because that's just how Z plays. It was funny. Like when you're watching it in times 500 speed, you just see him lose instantly. It's hilarious. Like in real life, he was doing it kind of slowly, but 500 times the speed, he just does it like right away. And right here, Duelship player tries to activate Pod Duality. Thunder King out. That was awesome. But Duelships lose without tickets. Oh damn, he didn't have honest. I thought he had honest there. I thought that'd be hilarious. And then he had the ticket anyway, so it doesn't matter. What's really cool about the deck is that you can just like compulse your own Madolches back to your hand, and then you get Ticket's effect. Ticket is stupid. Like Ticket makes that deck so good. Like the biggest weakness right now is that the cat thing is level 3, which makes rank 4 exceeding really hard to do in that deck. And another thing is that they go back to the deck when they're destroyed. I mean, if it was an optional effect to go back to the deck when destroyed, it would be a lot better because like a deck needs to have a graveyard to win. Like even GBs that use mostly their flipping out a deck, like they need that. I forgot what it's called. The 1700 one that special summons a GB from your graveyard. Like they need that play. It helps out so much, and that's what makes Prisma really good in that deck. But the thing about Madolches is that they have no fusion monsters. So the only way to really get Madolches in the graveyard is if your opponent activates some obscure card that sends to the graveyard instead of just directly destroying, or if you Synchro Exceed, or use like a Regeki Brick or something, which Regeki Brick would be awful because Regeki Brick makes you lose. Um, so yeah, that's my opinion about Madolches. I wish they were better than they were. Like, that's their biggest hurt right now. Yeah. And it's looking pretty bad for Z because the Madolche player is just like getting all the plays off. He's getting the tickets and all that stuff. He gets the Raikou. And finally he gets the ticket destroyed, which that was the main problem. So right here gets Fiendish Chained, which if that was a bottomless he would have lost, but he already used 2 bottomlesses, so Kent doesn't have any more. And yep, Z's gonna do Herp Derp Chaos Dragon shenanigans. And like Pulsar Red Eyes Darkest Metal makes you win, as seen in a few seconds. So Strike Bouncer burns 1,000, which I thought was hilarious. I I didn't think Z was gonna win that one. I thought he was gonna lose that one, but I guess the Madolches just don't have anything to get over anything that Pudding Cess can't destroy, unless you're running my version, which is bad. Um, because I run Horn the Phantom Beast, because I'm just that good apparently. So for a while I was pausing and then starting up games, but yeah, right here he uses fucking elemental heroes. Like what the fuck? How is this supposed to be Z's Dragon Rampage when he's using fucking elemental heroes? Like what the hell? And right here, I was like, that better be reversal quiz because he's using 1 day apiece. And I thought that'd be hilarious if he was, but he's not. So unfortunately, he will. Yeah, whatever. Right here, he kind of misplays. He thought acid makes them lose 300, but the thing about it is, acid has to destroy a spell or trap card in the field. Your opponent's spell and trap cards for his effect to activate. So he ends up losing the acid, which is kind of unfortunate, but it doesn't matter because you know the water monsters are really good. So right here, it goes for Alias, and then Miracle Fusion's away for Absolute. No, why would he go for Absolute Zero when he has the Shining that can easily attack over Grappa? And this right here shows how stupid elemental heroes are going to be next format when like Inzectors go away and all that stuff, because they'll be able to like set 5 and then do shenanigans like that. I honestly think Inzectors are good for the game. I honestly do. I mean, you guys can hate me for that, but Inzectors cause decks like Watts to not win, and people are going to start quitting if like somebody can just summon a Watt card, 2 Watt hoppers, which is very easy, believe it or not, and just win. So that's one of my main reasons I think Inzectors should stay around. Like maybe make them not as good as they are now, because you know like I think Inzectors would be good if the only way they could exist is to punish decks that are Herp Derp. Like the majority of the decks I run are Herp Derp. And right here, he runs Tour Bus in Dragons just because he's that good, which I think's hilarious. Because like, if you run that in Chaos Dragons, and then you just get to add something you need back to your deck, I guess. I don't know. He used it right though because it is another dark, and it's another tour guide target. Because you could dead draw a tour guide. You could mill 3 tour guide targets and then have a dead draw tour guide. But with Tour Bus, you can just have another tour guide target and then add a tour guide back to your deck, so you have more plays to do, which that's really cool. Uh, One of Z's favorite cards in the game, I think, right now is Solemn Warning, just because when his opponent uses it against him, they end up losing. I think if the Madolche player went for a ticket over the Chateau, he would have done a lot better. Because, there should be a lot of Madolche answers to add cards back to your hand just because the archetype really relies on ticket heavily. But he had a Chateau instead, which ends up being his downfall. And he's like, next turn, Beast Mode. So that's pretty funny because he draws Future Fusion, and I thought that was hilarious. One of these games that he does is so herp derp. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to upload it just so he gets upset and he's like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be funny. Right here, one of the messengers would have missed timing, but Z decided to let it go because he said he had game. He's like, I don't care, I have game. And he keeps going. And he goes X to Beetle Light Pulsar, and then it's just like, I lose. Next game. Let's see what this game's gonna be. Flameville Fire Dog, turn 1. Thought that was pretty pro. I think this is the Herp Derp game. And he activates another Solar Recharge, and then he gets Future Fusion, and I was like, damn. Really? You open up a hand like that? That's hilarious. And, like, I hate bad people. I swear. I'm starting to hate them more and more. Dueling Network makes me hate bad people. Because they don't understand, like, especially Reversal Quiz. Reversal Quiz has made me hate every single Dueling Network player. They don't seem to understand that effects don't get interrupted by mandatory effects. Future Fusion activates, sending like Eclipse Wyvern. Then Eclipse Wyvern will get to activate its effect once Future Fusion resolves, because Future Fusion's not going to stop and wait for Eclipse Wyvern to activate. Okay, that's not how it works. So you guys need to learn your rulings about just the way that works. um, I'm also not just gonna start creating random videos about me explaining rulings because that's just boring. I think it is anyway. And not only that, I might get the ruling wrong, so I'd just be looking like a really bad player. And right here, he thinks he's fancy getting Fire Dog, but no, you don't get Fire Dog. And Z was like, honestly, I thought that was hilarious because he always does that in real life. And then he banishes Lava Lady, which I told him to do that, but it ends up being not too good of a play just because I've completely forgot about the cannon, so that was kind of unfortunate. And right here, he's just kind of playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. Don't really know how to explain it. That's why I hate post narrations. I couldn't really do this as a live narration, so I was forced to do a post narration. And right here, he goes for like Red Dragon Archfiend, which I thought was like, what? Why didn't you go for Stardust? Oh wait, he milled Dark Hole, so I guess it was kind of a better play. Right here, he gets like Pulsar, and then he gets Chaos Monster, and then DLS gets Effect Failure, and then Red Eyes Darkness Metal comes out, and then Red Eyes Darkness Metal attacks for 28, and then Phase 2 gets like Pulsar back. So yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! And this turn, he kind of wins because Magical Merchant can't really do anything unless you milled like something like Necrogarna if he even runs that, which he probably doesn't. So yeah, it's game. And I used to run this Magical Merchant level thing, except it didn't really work out because you can't really rely on the consistency of milling the exact levels you need, especially when transmission field exists, which makes like Magical Merchant being played in that deck completely useless. Like I can't believe I didn't see that at first. It was actually my most viewed video ever. I think I have like 10,000 views on that, which I was surprised because that's a lot of bit views. Actually, no, it was only 1,000. I'm over exaggerating because I'm stupid. But right here, Photon Strike Bouncer really prevails again. I think I had a duel where I went for Scrap Dragon and the person quit, and I was like, okay, quit. It's cool. And right here, I'm surprised he didn't activate Lava Dragon effect, but he ended up not. Especially like Tour Guide Sengan. Oh wait, he didn't have Sengan. And he's like, how luckily can I get with this game? And he could use Cannon's effect to actually win right there, but he decided, I guess he didn't have a target in hand or just forgot about it. Like I forget about it. But yeah, Lilas and stuff like that. Calling Mills. Lava Miller exists, so I guess Lavals are kind of playable at a locals level, I guess, with Lava Miller, because it's not quite as fast as Transmission Field, but it can make the deck work for now as like a little bit of a substitute, I guess. And not only that, you can use Lava Miller and Debris Dragon for like a fourth Debris Dragon for that deck, so I guess it's kind of okay. Um, yeah, my Pulsar gets DD Crota here, which doesn't matter because he's like, I don't care, I have game anyway. Because that's just the way Z plays. He's like, I don't care, I have game. And he negates Magical Merchant's effects. But on Strike Bounce is only once per turn too, which I thought was which kind of sucks. Because Dolka is like twice per turn. You can negate Dolka with Dolka. I thought that was kind of cool. Because if you're pro, you use no Dolka to negate itself. Like you mind control Dolka, you flip your Raikou, you activate Dolka's effect, negate it, and then you activate Dolka's effect again to negate the Dolka, and then Raikou's effect resolves. Because you're just a pro player, and that happens. And then BLS kind of happens, and then you win. And right here, when Zenmain's effect was negated, actually, never mind, I was wrong. Anyway, guys, this is thatguywithjuice, and this is Z's Dragon Rampage. He asked me to upload this, so I decided. Thumbs up if you want Z to upload videos. Oops. It's still recording. Oh, okay, yeah. If you want to see Z upload videos, which he should, like this video. Anyway, guys, you're gonna have a black screen for a little bit because I forgot to press stop recording.